Okay, O&O MVP, the one and only Michael Venom Page, and we're back. I want to give you guys a couple of ways to force people into a specific direction. Yeah, so forcing people into a specific direction, which will allow you to land a specific punch you want, a specific kick that you want. There's so many times when I'm watching people do their combat and they got good spin kicks or they got good, power punches, but they don't know how to guide people into those things. They're just throwing it almost hoping that it's the right time. So they just keep, maybe this, maybe now, maybe now, maybe now. That's not a good way of doing things. I like to try and be very intentional. So for example, the first way I like to drift people is we do multiple hooks, but on the same side. Yeah, and it's not to damage, it's to maneuver. This is what you need to understand. When somebody's directly in front of me, people fight in circles anyway, but I'm gonna force my opponent in a specific direction, yeah, in that circle. I do that by maneuvering my front leg and pivoting round slightly. As I do that, I'm gonna land a hook. And I do it almost as if there's a shelf of food and you're just gonna grab everything on the shelf. So it's a very long hook. It's not for power. In my opinion anyway, I'd prefer to catch power like shorter. This is not for power, it's very long. But I can guide you with that. People will just casually block it or they will just drift away, which is exactly what I want them to do. So I'm here, remember, this is my front foot and my front hand come out at the same time. And now, while I'm landing this first hook, I'm maneuvering my back leg round. So they're at a slight angle now. I do that a couple of times. There's no power on this. It's purely annoying and just to drift. What you're gonna find your opponent do is this, and they adjust. And as they adjust round, you're forcing them in a specific direction. Yeah? So again, first one. I'm just here facing my opponent in front. My style, if you got my style, I'm here, same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And then I land my power kick. One that I like to do. Boom, boom, boom. As they start drifting around, they usually go a little bit more square to maneuver around. I land a straight down, very karate style, down the middle to the solar plex. Because in order for them to adjust, they open up a little bit more square. Down the middle is where I'm gonna land. But we're not talking about that side of it yet. So you can add whatever technique that you want. That makes sense. Another one, big power technique. Boom, boom, boom. Step. They're still drifting around. Whoa, boom, spin kick is gonna land. Whatever you wanna place on the end is up to you. The main premise of this is guiding people in that direction. So boom, 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 down the middle, boom, boom, boom. High kick here, boom, boom, step, spin kick, boom, land there, whichever one you want. That's the first way, very simple way. Second way, and I feel like people underestimate or always try to use the jab or a cross or whatever and just hit. For me, if you punch, this is my opponent here, right in the middle there, but I punch here, intentionally missing, people naturally lean away from it. They naturally, when I punch here, lean in the opposite direction, and naturally my body wants to adjust and go away from what's dangerous. But by doing that, I am guiding that person in that direction. If I land it straight down the middle, they're gonna go back, which means my target is now further away from me. If I hit them, again, they've adjusted, they've got the hit, congratulations me, but they've now gone further away from me. But if I punch just to the side, just off their chin, oh, they adjust, they're like, oh, get this away, and you're maneuvering them round. So my hooks have moved them round to their left. My jabs, that's off. I'm jabbing over my opponent's left shoulder, depending if they're orthodox, if we're gonna go with an orthodox person, just over their left shoulder. But safely. I can't do it too close and get caught or countered. I'm leaning back slightly and I'm throwing that jab away, just off my opponent's shoulder there, just off their chin, forcing them to drift to their right. What happens when that happens? I'm drifting them. I know they're going around this way. I've got my spin on. Whoa, boom! Land my shot. Yeah? I'm here. I can step. And again, I'm stepping, but look what this hand's doing. As I'm stepping, I'm switching this hand and punching, replacing, so that this hand is now jabbing in the exact same location, so they continue to drift round. And I've got my power kick on this side, or I've got my straight down the middle on this side. Again, it's not really about this, in this moment, it's not really about what you're putting on the end. That's up to you guys. What it's about is getting used to dragging people in the direction that you want, not just fighting off instinct. Yeah. So your first one is your repetitive hooks, forcing your opponent around to their left and then having something waiting for them here, or jabbing just off their shoulder, forcing your opponent to drift to their right slightly and having something waiting over here. Yeah, to try and finish that fight. Pay attention to these things. It's not just about learning a technique and thinking you're just going to land it. It's about pushing and pulling your opponent with techniques in order to land the techniques that you've learned. Yeah, go practice that. Guys, showing you, I'm going to keep giving you some gold, But if you want something specific, comment down below, click the bell. You're going to get notifications of the next videos that are coming out. And again, just support your boy. Follow, like, subscribe, do it all. Support your guy. Let's go.